Inside, row number 1 out of Watertown, New York, that's the Stephen Gilmore. Number 6 machine. And on the outside, number 3, that is Rick Duskus. Mike White's number 1X will sit inside row number 2. On the outside, that'll be Justin White in the 7X machine.
Mike White's driving the other car.
Ryan Shanahan's number 32 sits inside your third row. Outside will be Sid Harmer in the number 690. Sean Kirby's 3K and Mike Durham's number 4 will make up row number 4. Row number 5, that'll be Terry Gardner, the number 23 on the inside. Remington Marquette will be on the outside in the number 18. Row number 6, Jason Gilmore, the number 6X on the inside. And on the outside will be the number 14R of Sid Harmer Jr. So Bill Isley, the FX Caprera pace truck, down to the infield off turn number 3, or headed into turn number 3. We get ready to go to green one more time with your Fabco Pro Street Stocks here this evening. Our final race will be our rookie sportsman this evening. Close out our Can-Am. Our green flag is in the air. Steve Gilmore down to turn number 1 and 2. Ryan Shanahan looked right at his back bumpers. I'll exit turn number 2 down the backstretch. They will go to the outside. Will be Rick Duskus. They're 3 wide going down into turn number 3 on lap number 1. Sean Kirby just drove his way up to the front, and he'll work off turn number 2 down to the inside of the racetrack. Kirby goes down to the bottom. He'll get inside Steve Gilmore, and Sean Kirby looks to be your early leader. Gilmore right back to the whip on the outside of the speedway. They'll work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. They will go. Sean Kirby's going to take over that lead position, though, as they head into turn number 3. Rick Duskus settling into the number 3 spot. Ryan Shanahan works underneath him over in turn number 4. Stack him up 3 wide. Battle for the number 4 spot down the front stretch. Sid Harmer Jr. down to the bottom. He'll slide right underneath the Shanahan, number 32. He'll take over spot number 4. Now he sets his sights on the inside of the number 3 of Rick Duskus. They'll be side by side, turn number 3 and 4. Sid Harmer Jr. to the bottom, Rick Duskus to the outside of the racetrack, and Sid Harmer is going to come flying off turn number 4, down to turn number 1 and 2. Sid Harmer is on a mission. They'll work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Sean Kirby running a 23.25 that last time by 23.39 for the 14, and caution flag will wave. Well, Jason Gilmore is going to pull to the top of turn number 4, and now he's going to make that right-hand turn into the pit area. So caution flag coming out 3 laps into the book. Inside row number 3, that'll be Justin White in the 7X machine. As we get ready to go back to racing one more time, track safety lights are off. The FX Caprera Can-Am pace truck driven down to the infield. We get ready to go back to racing action. 3 laps in, 17 more to go. Down to turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is going to come out one more time. Kirby goes to the outside. Gilmore down to the bottom. They work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. They will go, and Sean Kirby's going to drive right out to the lead again as they work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Sid Harmer Jr. up to the number 3 spot in that number 14R. He'll get underneath Rick Duskus. Duskus to the outside of the speedway. Drives right back by to the outside now as they work off turn number 4, racing down the front stretch. Duskus trying to hold on to that 5th spot. He's got Mike White right on the back bumper. Sid Harmer Sr. now comes to the inside of the racetrack. He'll look inside Mike White over at turn number 2. That's the battle for the 5th spot on the field as they work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Ryan Shanahan to the inside of the Justin White number 7X as they work down the backstretch. Remington Marquette also in the mix to the outside of that with the number 4 of Mike Durham and Terry Gardner rounding out the field. They come racing down the front stretch. The number 3K of Sean Kirby trying to run and hide from this field.
The 18 took him right to the infield.
And a couple of cars together and a tire getting hooked up right there. So a couple of cars getting together right here on the front stretch. Ryan Shanahan in that number 32 got shoved down to the bottom of the racetrack and ran into one of those track implement tires. Got him turned right around and stuffed him up on the tire, and that big tire came right up into the air. Thank God Ryan Shanahan was able to climb right out of the race car. Number 32, but the young man out of Watertown back out onto the Speedway with us. So Shanahan's going to go around to the rear of the field. He'll join the pack right there as we get ready to go back to green. Ryan Shanahan, big sheet metal damage on that the right-hand side of that race car. They'll head down into turn number 3 and 4. Kurt Beckwith ready to turn the ponies loose one more time. Down into turn number 4, green flag is back in the air. They work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Sean Kirby out in front of the field. Steve Gilmore second. Here comes Sid Harmer Jr. in that 14R. Rick Duskus outside of him as they work off turn number 4, racing down the front stretch. Mike Durham now goes to the inside of the Mike White ride. They'll be side by side, both looking right at the back bumper of the Rick Duskus number 3 over in turn number 2. Sid Harmer looking right at the back of Steve Gilmore's ride as they work off turn number 2, racing down the backstretch. Headed to turn number 3. There's that battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th all together. Stack them 3 wide over in turn number 3. Mike Durham to the bottom. Rick Duskus stuck right in the middle. And on the outside will be Mike White. And Mike White's going to come away with the advantage. He's going to drive all the way up to the number 4 spot. They work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. They will go. Sid Harmer again looks to the inside of the 6 of Stephen Gilmore. Couldn't get by him. Mike White now comes right to the back bumper of the Sid Harmer Jr. number 14R. This is all while the number 3K of Sean Kirby continues to pull away from the field. They work off turn number 2 off turn number 4 down to turn number 1 and 2. Sid Harmer Jr. going up the hill trying to get some momentum on the outside of Stephen Gilmore. Gilmore doing a phenomenal job in that 6 to hold on to spot number 2 down the backstretch as your leader's about 10 car lengths out in front. Good battle back behind them. Gilmore hiding to hold on to it as they work into turn number 3 and 4. There's that battle for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th now as they work off turn number 4 down the front stretch. Mike Durham wagging the tail on the number 4. Justin White's going to drive by him on the outside. The number 3 is Rick Duskus continuing to hold on to his spot now as they work out turn number 4, turn number 2 down the backstretch. They work off turn number 3 and 4. One car slow down the backstretch. That was Remington Marquette. They come down in front. Sean Kirby showing the way. Second now is Sid Harmer. Caution flag is going to wave. We got a car stopped midway down the backstretch, so the yellow flag is going to come out.
Do we want to put the 32 back now?
Yeah. Goes behind the 23.
Adam?
Just let him know he's penalized for jumping the line.
Kirby's going to go to the outside of the Speedway. That's going to put the 14R of Sid Harmer Jr. underneath him. Steve Gilmore will be 3rd. 4th will be Mike White. 5th will be Rick Duskus. 6th, Sid Harmer Sr. 7th is Mike Durham. 8th is Remington Marquette. 9th will be the 23 of Terry Gardner. Ryan Shanahan will be outside him on the restart, and then rounding out the field will be Justin White. We said the 7X bringing out the caution. They're getting around backwards midway down the backstretch. Getting ready to go back to green flag action here. The FX Caprera Can-Am pace truck pulling off the backstretch. And remember, your leader is on the outside. That is Sean Kirby. He'll fire first, and he's going to pound the throttle right there going into turn number 4. We go back to green. Sean Kirby driving to the outside of the Speedway. Sid Harmer about a groove higher as they work off turn number 2. Steve Gilmore trying to hold on to the 3rd spot. He's got company now. Mike White's going to drive down to the outside. They work off turn 3 and 4. Mike White's got the ponies wound up tonight as he climbs all the way up in that 3rd spot. He'll go racing down into turn number 1 and 2. Set sight on our leaders as they go off turn number 2. Sean Kirby about 2.5, 3 car lengths out in front. Sid Harmer Jr. chasing him. Mike White hold on to the 3rd spot. Steve Gilmore 4th. 5th is the 680 of Sid Harmer Sr. Then it's the number 4 of Mike Durham as they work into turn number 3 and 4. Back down in front, Sid Harmer Jr. and the number 3K of Sean Kirby. Kirby and Harmer running that same line all the way around the top of the Speedway through turn number 1 and 2. Kirby comes a little bit lower in 3 and 4. This time he's going to be right in the middle of the Speedway. Harmer goes to the top side, tries to find cushion on the outside as they work out turn number 4, and it will be the 3K of Sean Kirby holding on to that advantage. Down here in turn number 1 and 2, they're both running the same lane, so somebody's going to have to do something different as they work out turn number 2. Down the backstretch, they will go. 1 car length separates those first 2 cars. Mike White now 3 car lengths, 4 car lengths back from that lead battle as they swing into turn number 4, racing off turn number 4 this time. Back to the line. It will be Sean Kirby continuing to show the way. Kirby right in the middle of the racetrack, this time over in turn number 1. Now he'll come right back down across in turn number 2. Harmer continues to be about a car and a half back as they head down to turn number 3. Mike White starting to eat away at those lead cars. Mike White's getting closer as we go to turn number 3 and 4, getting a little bit quicker this time as they work off turn number 4. 15 in, 5 more to go as they work off turn number 2. Sid Harmer within striking distance. Now looks to the inside of Sean Kirby. Kirby down the backstretch. He's got to be able to hear him now as they go to turn number 3. They'll switch lanes. Kirby goes up the hill, and now Harmer tries to square it off underneath him. They're nose to tail off turn number 4. Sean Kirby all the way up to the top side of the racetrack. Sid Harmer turns it down the hill, tries to slide underneath him. He'll come door handle to door handle midway down the backstretch. Drag race out in front of the field. Harmer to the inside, Kirby to the outside as they work through turn number 3 and 4. Sid Harmer, they're going to touch over in turn number 4. And Sid Harmer Jr. will be your leader. Sean Kirby's going to come right back, slides up underneath him, slide job over to turn number 2. They switch lanes, they take the lead, and then it comes right back to Harmer. Down to turn number 3 and 4. Another classic battle between these 2 young drivers. Off turn number 4. Parallel sticks are up, just 2 more trips around the Speedway. Sid Harmer Jr. out in front of the field. He'll take him to turn number 1 and 2. Sean Kirby about a car length back. Here comes Mike White again in that mix. Mike White's just waiting for these guys to make a mistake as they go to turn number 3 and 4. White flag will be waving this time. Harmer all the way up to the top of the racetrack. Works off the top of the cushion, holding on to that slight advantage over Sean Kirby. White flag is waving as they go down to turn number 1 and 2. If Sean Kirby's got anything left at this point, he's got to try to find it right now as he'll set 2 car lengths back. Sid Harmer Jr. down the backstretch. Brand new transmission in that vehicle. Earlier tonight, they went down to turn number 3 and 4. Sean Kirby is going to try to close the gap, but it'll be Sid Harmer Jr. off the top of turn number 4 is going to score the win. Sean Kirby will be second. Steve Gilmore is going to come home third. Sid Harmer Sr. will be fourth. Fifth will belong to Mike Durham. He'll be followed, Rick Duskus. He'll be followed by Mike Durham to the line. Well, Sid Harmer Jr. had to come from the back of the field here tonight in that 14R to put it in the victory lane. Another great battle between him and Sean Kirby once again. And very quickly getting the equipment off inside the race car and ready to climb out trackside here in your Fabco Pro Street Stock victory lane here this evening. Climbing out of the car. Here he comes, Sid Harmer Jr.
Thank you.
Nice day.
Sid Harmer Jr., congratulations. Another great run out here tonight. Got to ask you, you missed the heat race. What was going on?
Well, we put a new power plant in Tuesday. Decided to change the training to get ready for all the dirt series races coming up here by us. And I put it in, and I went out for hot laps, and it vibrated so bad, I mean, you couldn't even do nothing. So we missed the heat. Lucky to Nelson right here, and Danny and Dennis, and my old man, and Brett, and Johnny, and all his crew. These guys all come in, and my brother drove from Governor, bought me my training, and we put it in. And here we are. I mean, if it wasn't for these guys, we would have been in Dad's car tonight, and he wouldn't be able to have fun.
I don't know if you're enjoying this as much as the rest of us, but you and Sean Kirby are putting on one heck of a show every weekend. You guys got some great racing going on.
Yeah, I love it. It's fun. It's good competition. I always forget to thank the track crew. I mean, week in and week out, this is some of the best racing. Like tonight, there was multiple lanes. It was you get on the bottom, you're on the top. I mean, these guys do a fantastic job, and Tyler Bartlett, and doing all this for us, and Rebecca Isley and Chris Marcinko up there, my racing video buddy, and it's just great to have all this.
All right, what about the rest of the crew, the sponsors put this thing together?
Yeah, my father-in-law over here, my Uncle Bernie and Kate, Sunset Boulevard Camp Rentals, Dale Designs, GNR Auto Parts, they're a big help too. They helped us out this week. Volkswagen VW, and of course, IQ Engines are here. That's where it's at, boys.
All right, well, congratulations. Back to victory lane once again in the Fabco Pro Street Stock feature here this evening. That'll be Sid Harmer Jr. And I can't mention this enough. What a show our Pro Stocks have been putting on each and every Friday night. Put your hands together for all our Pro Stock drivers here this evening.